TSN's Insider Trading, Pierre LeBrun intimating on Tuesday night, that the Leafs have communicated to Ryan O'Reilly's camp that they're open to keeping him. But A, should the Leafs bring him back? And B, what would that cost in your world, Rosie?
Well, that's the big question, is what does it cost, right? I mean, you could get a million guys that you'd say, yeah, we'd take him on our team, but it's a salary cap era. And what's it going to cost? And was he hurt last year? And how effective was he? And do you need him? And I mean, I thought as soon as he got here, things were looking really good. I mean, he had some of those big games where he's scoring goals and just being a leader. Looked like he was a little banged up. I know his season, you can see there 53 games played. Had some lower body injuries and whatnot. It's just hard to say, man. Like, is he healthy? Is he wanting to come back? And what is it going to cost the team? And I mean, that is not my specialty by any stretch, but be interesting to ask our guest today, Mr. Darren Drager, what his thoughts are on that. But I definitely think that those talks would be going, and I'm surprised they aren't full blast right now.
Yeah, that's a thing too. I thought he was a key piece to this roster. Ultimately, I thought he was a big reason why this team won their first playoff series in 19 years. I just think it's going to be tough for this brain trust to quantify his worth to a team over 24 total games with this team. Breaks his finger, just had a banged up year in general. So I think from that perspective, I think they have to be careful how they analyze Ryan O'Reilly's time as a Maple Leaf. But I just think he brings so many intangibles to the table. Having said that, everything ties to the core four, whether we want to admit it or not. The only way you can do this, things like this, if you will, whether it's Ryan O'Reilly or something else, and bringing him back, it stems to the big boys and how are you going to move money out to bring money in, right?
It really does. You got those four guys chomping up a lot of cap space, and if you want to build around them, it's going to be tough to get premier talent and premier quality. And this guy's a Conn Smythe winner. He's a Stanley Cup champion. The only thing that the Leafs kind of have going is he's getting a little bit up there in years and probably doesn't command exactly what he did at one point in time. But it's going to be funny to see if they want to wheel and deal this offseason, they're going to have to move things around. You can't just add. And fans always, I've said it before, they forget that. They say, why don't we get this guy? Why don't you sign this guy? It's like, well, how far deep have you gone into the logistics of that? And again, it's a salary cap era, and it's a reason why guys like Darren Drager coming on here are good to have, because they've got the minds and the info and the insight to crunch all of that, and they've got the inside track, and that's why I'm excited to pick his brain. But obviously there's interest in Ryan O'Reilly. Can they make something work? Yet to be seen.